So how do you create a brand that truly represents who you are and the products you sell, as well as building a business that you can scale online? That is what this podcast will help you do. My name is Henry Kaminski Jr., and welcome to the Brand Doctor Podcast.
Let me just make this statement loud and clear. Jersey's here, Jersey's here.
What is shaking, everybody? Today's question is this. Do you want great clients to work with? Yes or no? I'm going to take a wild guess and say that the answer is yes. However, why don't we attract great clients every single time? Why do we attract clients that aren't a great fit sometimes? Well, let me ask you this question. We want great clients, but we're not great clients ourselves. We start nickel and diming everybody that we hire. We micromanage the shit out of them. We get disrespectful when we get frustrated. We go out and trash them and write all these negative reviews. Then we talk shit about them to our friends and colleagues. And then we wonder why we don't attract great clients. If we want to attract great clients, we need to be great clients ourselves. Now, I'm not saying this is easy. Okay? Emotions get in the way. They get the best of us. And we tend to do and say things we probably will regret down the pike. Okay? Being conscious of this, in my opinion, is half the battle. Just being aware of the type of client you are being to someone that you hired, in my opinion, is half the battle. Let me share with you a story. Okay? Got a pretty big project that I'm working on right now that's costing me about $36,000, $37,000. Okay? And I feel myself becoming that client from hell. I'm just being honest. And I'm just being consciously aware of what I'm about to say and what I'm about to do before I do it, because I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that horrible client. I really, really don't. So how do we fix this? Well, imagine yourself for 1 second. Next time you go to hire somebody, you don't nickel and dime them. And you just pay their price. What if you just trust them? You've asked the questions up front that needed to be answered. You did your diligence. You got the best information you can to make a solid decision, and you just let them do their thing. You trusted their process, and you just let them do what they do best. That's why you hired them, right? What if we did that instead? And we stayed conscious of the client that we are being to that person we hired. Again, I'm not saying this is easy. It's difficult. But if you want to attract great clients, then you need to be a great client yourself. So be the client you wish to attract, and watch more of those clients start to show up. I'm just curious, on how many times I'll give you, well, let me back up a second. Here's one reason why I don't write bad reviews. Because I know if I start writing bad reviews and start talking shit on people that, have burned me in the past, that shit's going to come back around and bite me. You bet your ass I'll start getting bad reviews. It's just the way the world works. What you put out is what you're going to get back. And in my lifetime and in my business experience, it's always come back to bite me 10 times harder than how I shelled it out. And you know what? I said to myself, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going to try something different. If I get burned or if I hire the wrong person, I'm just going to eat it. I'm not going to talk shit. I'm not going to write bad reviews. I'm not going to put that energy out there. Cause it's just not worth it. It's not a good frequency to put out because you're going to get it back. I know it. And it may not even be anything in your control, but what you put out in the world is what you're going to get back. And that is really what I want to talk about today. So, if you want clients to pay you on time, then pay your vendors on time. If you want people to trust your process when they hire you, then you trust the process. If you want people to write glaring reviews on your Google, on your Yelp, on your name the platform, then start writing positive reviews for other people. Bob Bonnell says, put focus into growth and positivity. The narrative is up to us. Couldn't agree more. That's what it comes down to, guys. Again, this isn't going to be easy. I shouldn't speak for everybody. I'm just speaking for myself. I find myself, my emotions get the best of me sometimes. And I may not do it in public. I may do it behind closed doors. But I just got to let it go. You just got to let it go. Otherwise, you're just bringing all this upon yourself. When you start to worry about all of this, you're driving yourself insane. So I just wanted to put that out there today. Be the client you wish to attract and watch what happens. Watch what happens. And here's one other thought, okay? I think this is important to bring up. Not everybody is going to have the same work ethic as you. And you cannot expect that from people. Okay. I remember Tony Robbins saying something a long time ago about expectation versus appreciation. When you expect things, you're more than likely going to be disappointed. But if you appreciate things, it's just a completely different perspective and experience. So, and I think the reason why I'm so sensitive to this is because back in 2017, before Dante was born, I didn't have such a, I was a hustler, and I always wanted to do good work, but I just didn't know what I didn't know, and my processes and systems were crappy, and things fell through the cracks, and I would beat myself up over them. It's not that I wanted to do bad work. It was just, man, when things started to pile on, I didn't know how to handle it, and 9 times out of 10, it broke. The process broke, and I'd be standing there having to dish out refunds and having to deal with disgruntled clients, and I was just like, enough is enough, Henry. Like, when are you going to shape up? When are you going to step up? When are you going to start doing the things that need to get done so you don't have to deal with this anymore. It's quite embarrassing. And I think that's what it was more than anything for me. I was embarrassed because these people believed in me and I let them down. And that I think was harder for me to swallow than just the processes being not as tight as they should. You know, my reputation and my reputation meant a lot to me back then, but it was like my actions were different from what I was saying to myself. So my words were not lining up with my actions. And that's where I got in trouble. And you know, call this a blessing. I don't know. But when my son was born and I looked him in the eyes for the first time and I made a promise to him that I would never let him down. Nah, that's a big promise. I'm not going to live a perfect life. And we all know that. And I started to realize that after I said it. But I said, I promise you, I will set an example for you to follow so that you know how to treat people. You know how to conduct business if you decide to be a business owner one day. But I will promise you that when people speak about your father, that they will have nice things to say. Now, I can't control that. And I'm sure there's people that just aren't going to like me because of God knows what. You know, you're not going to solve it and please everybody. But I made this promise to him. And I also made this promise to my wife after the second time I almost lost my business due to financial stupid mistakes. I said, I'm not going to put you guys through this anymore. So I will work my ass off and I will do what I need to do so that my words match my actions. So if you want, Henry, great clients, then you need to be a great client yourself. And you need to practice that. However you need to practice that. And I think by creating this podcast right now and recording it live and sharing it with you guys is part of my practice. Is to just put it out in the world so other people don't make the same mistakes that I've made in the past. That's how you build brand. And I've been very open and honest. You know, why hold this back? I don't want to see you make the same mistakes I have. I really don't. That's why I'm so open with you guys. And some of you will judge and some of you will say thank you. It doesn't matter. But it's all about the energy that you put out. And that's really what I want to share with you guys today. So the next time you're ready to write that bad review, maybe just keep it to yourself. Maybe just keep it to yourself. Next time you're ready to talk shit on somebody that you hired in the past, maybe just keep it to yourself. Just a thought. Right? Now, luckily, just so you guys don't think that this is all, you know, I'm saying this because I've been getting bad reviews. No, that's not at all the point here and the reason why I'm bringing this up. You know, matter of fact, my customer satisfaction is pretty damn high at this point. You know, I've locked tight my processes and systems to the best of my ability at this point. I don't see anything falling through the cracks. And, you know, we were working with 6 clients. We just offboarded 2 all in one at the same time. And I saw that my process withheld the stress test of having 6 clients at one time. We never worked with 6 clients at the same time before, but we did this year during COVID and crushed it. The reason why I bring up this topic is because, like I said, I've invested in a big project that typically costs about the same amount, ironically, that people pay me. So now I know exactly what it feels like when people pay me $36,000 and expect or appreciate my process. And when I say it's going to be done in 90 days, you could bet your ass that it's going to be done in 90 days. Unless I get deathly ill, which is never the case because knock on wood, I'm healthy as an ox. I say this because I want you guys to start attracting the right clients. And you may think, well, maybe it's my branding, maybe it's my marketing. Yeah, that's all part of it. But what about you as a person? What about you as a person? Are you being the person that you wish to work with? I don't want to beat a dead horse here. We're going on the 15-minute mark, but I hope this rang a bell for you. I hope it helped you somehow, some way. And it sure as hell helped me because I had to get this out because I don't want to sit here every day and pace around my house going, I should be, I need to get out there and raise some hell, or I got to do this, or I got to do that. No, I'm not going to be that person. I'm going to let it play out the way it will play out. And it's really out of my control. So, Henry, why bother getting all upset about it? Trust who you hired and sit back and relax. Focus on other things like creating content like this that's going to go help thousands of people later on, and continue serving and continue doing what you do best, because that's why you hired these folks in the first place. So, guys, have an amazing day. I would love to get your thoughts on this, by the way. You could drop them in the comments below or shoot me a DM after you listen to this on Spotify or iTunes. And let me know what your thoughts are. And if you've ever experienced this in your life before, and if this has helped you become more conscious of the type of client you are to people that you hire, then I would love to get your feedback. Definitely worth the conversation. And if there's any further questions or comments, drop them below. I would love to open this up for more dialogue to get different perspectives. But I can tell you, this is what has worked for me over the past 36 months. I've withheld writing anything negative about people, even though shit went sour. And I just keep it to myself. There's really no sense of putting it out there. You'll never hire them again. We'll never refer them out if somebody asks. But that's way better than going out there and shitting on people's names and businesses. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for me because I'm a business owner and I wouldn't want that done to me. So be the client you wish to attract. Have an amazing day, guys. I'll see you soon. Hey everyone, this is Henry Kaminski Jr. again, and really quick, I want to invite you to a one-on-one consult with me right now if you're looking for the clarity and focus you need to build your brand. Over the past 13 years, I've served hundreds of entrepreneurs that have great products but struggled tremendously with articulating its value to their ideal customers. You didn't get into business to just change a few lives, did you? Your ideal clients need you. And when your brand has precision-crafted messaging coupled with beautifully thoughtful design that sounds, looks, and feels like you, they'll know you're the perfect match for them. If this is something you're struggling with, what I want you to do right now is pause this audio and go visit www.uniquedesigns with a Z at the end, not an S, .net, and book your one-on-one console call with me. Remember, the quality of your brand will determine the quality of your clients, and the quality of your clients will determine the quality of your life.